Hello and welcome to the programme. Ukraine's parliament has released the full text of the bill to legalise parts of gambling in the country. The draft state budget for 2020 envisages 3 billion hryvnias in revenues from the sale of gambling licences, of which 2 billion hryvnias will be used for the implementation of an educational programme. Now, I'm pleased to say, joining us in the studio to expand on this particular topic is Oleksandr Chebanenko. He's an expert on the law enforcement and judicial systems reform programme of the Ukrainian Institute for the Future. Hello, thank you so much for coming in.
Hello, nice to you too.
So can you tell us firstly a bit about this new law?
Bill, maybe.
Or bill, sorry. Yeah, new bill. There was an idea that the new gambling rules should apply just to five-star hotels and that other gambling should be outlawed. But at the same time, you have online gambling, iGambling, you have these small kiosks and places where they have flashing blue lights that says, you know, gamble here. So can you tell us and clarify a bit more about this law and where it covers?
Well, first of all, it's necessary to say that there are eight bills for this theme. Now they're registered in Verkhovna Rada. So we're waiting for the text of all of them to make some decisions. But we've made some analysis of the bill prepared by our government. So first of all, it's necessary to say that the problem of gambling is very important for our country, and it's necessary to be solved as soon as possible. In 2009, all the gambling and other games which connected with it were banned, except lotteries.
Yeah, the state-run lotteries.
Yes, yeah. Only state lotteries. So after 10 years, we see that nothing was made, saying truthfully, to this business to be banned really. Yeah. So it's necessary to legalize it and to have some money in budget to save some social problems, etc., etc. But besides, it's necessary to solve it clearly and having in mind the main risks which are connected with this problem.
And how difficult is it to regulate gambling in Ukraine?
Well, it seems to me that it's an international problem. It is very hard to solve this problem anywhere.
So does that mean you can learn from international experience then?
Yes, surely. And in our Institute for the Future, we've analyzed the practice of Europe, of the United States, of our ex-Soviet states, etc., etc. And we had some information about good experience, such as Latvia or Estonia, and some bad information for about as in Georgia for regulation of this question. So after analyzing all this draft of this bill, we see that it's not really the future law which can solve this problem.
So what more needs to be done to this bill then to make it better?
First of all, it's necessary to solve all the fundamental problems. It's necessary to divide lottery and other kind of this business, because of the nature, the dangerous of them is quite different. So first of all, it's necessary to solve this one. Maybe it's necessary to prepare some special bill, special future law for lottery. Second problem is to make this business more clear, more open, and to solve the fundamental problem, how to regulate it, how to prepare such conditions that it would be better to work legally, not illegally.
Yeah.
It seems to me that it's the main task of any law in this sphere, to make people to want to do business legally.
How effective would you say the ban has been since 2009? Because as far as I read, the ban came into place because of a shooting at I think it was in the Dnipropetrovsk region.
Yeah, sure.
There was a shooting at a slot machine venue. But since then, has this ban been effective or just semi-effective, in your opinion?
Well, unfortunately, this tragedy in Dnipropetrovsk was not a reason for banning this business. Everybody knows it correctly. But it's necessary to say that for this period, for more than 10 years, there was no effective measures to make it really banned, to make it really illegal, etc., because of this business is alive and it's very, very strong.
And how do you regulate the gambling business in practical terms? Because you would have the bill, of course, and there would be rules in place, but you need people on the ground, really, to do inspections and audits. So what are you suggesting? How could this be done?
Well, in accordance with this bill, they propose to make the special commission for gambling, and with the wide authorities, which is very, very similar to our tax authorities, saying truthfully, and to found the special fund for gambling, to be financed from this gambling business. And from our point of view, it's not real reason to find this special commission, no special fund, because of we have the Ministry of Finance, we have some special departments, special services which are aimed to solve the same problems, and
so there's a risk that they could overlap almost.
Yeah, sure. And the second risk is corruption, because of for more than a year we will have any authority to regulate this business, and all this time there would be crowds of people. There would be crowds of people who want to solve their problems directly.
I would imagine that probably one of the biggest problems is online gambling as well,
sure.
Because especially after 10 years where you've had a situation where gambling has mostly been illegal, apart from the state lottery, people go online and it's much easier there.
Yeah,
so
sure.
With these new licenses, I believe there are 10 licenses proposed for online gambling. So how would that work? Do they have to have their servers and equipment in Ukraine? What are the rules here?
Well, after analyzing this bill, we found no real measures, no real
method to find
methods, to regulate this business, because of, first of all, we know that online gambling is out of control because of most of the information is in clouds or some servers which are out of the state, etc., etc. And this kind of gambling is one of the most dangerous with the risks for people.
Well, that's true, because you can't really audit and look at how much they're depositing, how much they're winning, how often they play, where they're playing. It's impossible.
Yes, surely. They can play sitting on the sofa during the football match, etc., etc. And thankfully, it's very, very hard to control all these money transfers and other operations of online gambling. It's true. And unfortunately, we have no information about the real measures to control it, because of such countries as United Kingdom, etc., and some others. They do some measures in this sphere, and they're useful. So we can use maybe the results, their experience, and to use them in our life. But we found, as I said, we found nothing about how to operate, how to control this business. First of all, the online gambling.
Okay, well, Oleksandr, thank you very much for explaining more today about the gambling business, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Thank you too.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Bye.
That was Oleksandr Chebanenko. He's an expert on the law enforcement and judicial systems reform program of the Ukrainian Institute of the Future. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more here on UATV.